Hi, and welcome to Meet the Candidates 2014, a voter education program brought to you by the Shakopee Chamber and Visitors Bureau. Our goal in providing these candidate interviews and profiles is to arm the voters with the information necessary to make informed and educated decisions in this year's election. Please visit shakopee.org to find out all of the information you need to know about upcoming candidate debates, as well as polling locations and times. Welcome to Meet the Candidates 2014, a voter education program put on by the Shakopee Chamber and Visitors Bureau. My name is Angie Whitcomb, and today I am joined by City Council Member Jay Whiting, who is also running for Minnesota State House of Representatives for District 55A. Jay, thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Spending some time with our voters. Why don't we start this off by you just giving us a brief history about yourself and include all of your volunteer and political experience as well.
I might be here a while, but my name is Jay Whiting. I'm a city councilman for the city of Shakopee. I've lived in the community for about 20 years. Been on 19 different boards and organizations in town here. Chaired many of them. I live down on what I call historic Lower Town Shakopee, and been active on restoring my 1895 house and my 1941 Chevy, and raised two kids here who are now young adults and doing very well.
Wow, great.
You know, I've been mentioned I'm on the city council. I've been the president of the County Historical Society. I've been on several city boards and organizations, and you know, we've done a lot of things on the city council. We've got a dog park. We got working on a sign ordinance. We got massage therapy licensing now. We got rental registration. But the thing I'm most proud of is working on the economic development. And the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development now says we're going to have about 5,000 jobs here by 2018. And that's something I'm very happy about, and I think that we're going in the right direction, and that'll eventually help bring residential taxes down. So I'm very, very happy about that progress. So.
Great. Well, as you embark on this campaign, what do you see as the most pressing issue facing the state of Minnesota in the next few years? And if elected, how will you work to address it?
Well, there's a lot of issues that face the state, but if you're talking about just this area in Scott County, the biggest thing is transportation, and the fact that over the next 20 years we'll be $12 billion short of the money we need just to maintain the roads we have and bridges we have. So that's going to be a big concern, and if anything positive gets done next year, which I hope a lot does, transportation will be part of that. And we need to find a way to fund those things and use some creative methods to get it done without costing something else in the process. So that's going to be the major focus for this area. Right now, Scott County is kind of left out and doesn't have a seat at the table. And once elected, I will have a seat at the table, and we'll be able to have that conversation and get things done. Great.
So what are 3 actions you would take or support to enhance the health of the business community in the state?
Great. The business community, I mentioned transportation. Businesses rely on getting their products to where they need to go, the stores, and to get it out to make money, to get their employees to work. So I'm going to mention that transportation theme again. The next one would be education. The cost of college tuition is affecting kids in a major way, and kids are not able to buy houses. They're not buying houses like they used to, and they're being strapped with mountains of debt, and that's a concern. I'd like to see some projects put in place. I don't want to ever see us borrowing from the education fund to balance the budget again. I think we can do a lot with that and maintaining that tuition freeze, and working with the state colleges to bring the cost down, and enhancing the early childhood education part of it too, getting kids learning faster. And then the third piece of that would be jobs again. We've done really good on jobs, and there's some ideas you can do to incentivize jobs, and it doesn't even have to be. Most of the construction in town here hasn't had any incentives. It's just business wants to be by thriving business, and we've created that kind of growth and excitement out here in Shakopee, and I think we can do good things, with better access to utilities, and the county fiber optic ring has helped get people involved. Some of those little incentives of just being good to work with. And I think we've really made great strides in being a better community and a better city and county to work with. And we can do that at a state level too.
Great, thank you. So Jay, in your opinion, should a representative's vote on the House floor be mostly influenced by party affiliation, personal beliefs, or constituents' opinions, and why?
It's a good question. You can't really change your beliefs and moral system. So that you have to bring to your table every time you have a conversation or do everything. But people are going to, some people are going to vote Republican automatically. Some people are going to vote Democratic automatically. And if you take a look at my issues and my themes, you'll see there's more to me than just the party. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of, important connections with the city hall and the county courthouse and many different, people, movers and shakers in the community. And my focus is going to be on, finding out where they're at. Where are the citizens at? Where is Scott County and Shakopee going to be? Where their feeling is at, and not running to the party for the answers all the time. I think we need to do what's right for the community and not be always doing with the polarizing party politics because that side of the aisle says it's a good idea, we can't vote for it. I don't think that's right for anybody. I don't think that's right for the state. And I think that's something we need to change in this entire country to make it a better place to live. So.
All right. Well, the last question's kind of an easy one for you to answer. For everyone to answer. It's been easy for all the candidates. Why are you the best candidate for this job?
Well, it's a good, great question. I mentioned before that I've been on 19 different boards and organizations. I've chaired many of those. As county, at the County Historical Society, Dr. Pistolka saw that I could take over as president. Bob Sweeney thought I'd be the best chair for the Cable Access Corporation. He helped me get into that. Even the city council many years ago assigned me basically to be the chair of the 150th committee celebration, and so I've kind of led. And how I like to lead is by getting everybody's input and hearing everybody's side, mulling that over, and deciding what's best for everybody. And the competition, unfortunately, has never had that leadership experience. They've actually have the distinction of being one of the only school board members that has never held an executive position on the board. That's telling you a lot. I think that's important. I've been active in this community, know the players, and I'll be the best to represent the community.
Well, I thank you for spending some time with us today and answering our questions.
Thank you for having me.
And I thank you at home for watching this edition of Meet the Candidates 2014. Please be sure to visit the Chamber website at shakopee.org for all of the information about the upcoming candidate forums, as well as all of your information on polling locations and times.